Now, YouTube family, I mostly only cover breaking news and news of that situation and that nature of sorts. But folks out there going crazy on the situation with Joe Budden, and they're telling you everything you need to know. So Joe Budden's situation kind of turned up a little bit. This is an old interview Joe Budden did with Jay Prince Jr. and people tried to say Joe Budden was scared, he got bullied. My personal position on this is neither one of those situations happened, but everybody was thinking I'm being biased. I just didn't want to go detail into this. So we're going to play this since we're playing everything, showing everything. Y'all tell me if the facts relate and correlate to Jay Prince Jr. trying to punk one Joe Budden. I don't see it, but y'all can break it down to me and let me know. Without further ado, these are the famous tapes of Joe Budden and Jay Prince Jr. going back and forth.
He appreciates that. He appreciated that back then.
Yeah, think about all the people that you told I don't like you. I don't
All
like
publicity,
y'all.
good publicity.
I ain't fucking with your music. Like you understand how many times you done said this shit on multiple occasions.
So why not send that?
I don't think that's personal.
I mean,
But-
if
so
you
you
if you
wouldn't
invite
pick
if you invite somebody to your platform and then disrespect them, it's personal.
So you
Complex
wasn't
wasn't his
picking up
platform.
something
The fuck?
I
You
mean,
wasn't
that,
picking
because you know who coming and you know you don't like them already. So regardless of if somebody else line that platform up, you know what's transpiring with that platform.
Yo, I'm only talking about this Yachty interview because that's the one that stands out in this type of
I mean,
conversation.
it's all good. Don't worry about it. I ain't worried about it.
And that was my very
Yeah.
first interview, by the way.
Hey Joe, publicity sells, man. We know that.
But guess what, Mom? You
What's
know
up,
I'm a
Mom?
nigga. You know I'm a nigga that ain't looking for no publicity because I don't get paid for it.
Exactly.
So this shit don't mean nothing to me.
For a response.
You know, it don't mean nothing to me. I just want somebody to tell me how they feel and be real about it and stand on it. I don't care about none of that publicity shit. This shit don't mean nothing to me. That's for everybody else. It's for the birds. So we let them stand on that or not stand on it. Joe, it's all good.
I know why I
Yeah.
used to pick on them kids at school about their shoes because everybody else did. They thought it was funny. Joe, that ain't why you pick at these artists sometimes.
Nah, man. I don't look at it as picking on artists. I don't. I look at it as outside of critique and just giving information and funneling information that wasn't readily available to me when I came in.
It's a lot of ways to do that.
Yeah, I understand that perspective, Joe. Like I understand that.
It's never to disrespect niggas. It's certain shit I won't even touch on my platform. Like I run my shit very differently than how hip hop media is ran. Like it's not to play with niggas. It's not. And I don't have people on my platform, my podcast, that I wouldn't fuck with in real life or have a conversation with in real life.
You done disrespected a bunch of niggas on your platform though. I done watched it.
But I'm saying that I don't think talking about a nigga's music negatively is disrespecting them personally.
You ain't had to bring me to your platform to do that. So it is negatively when you try to put me on the forefront to do so. You could have called my phone and gave me constructive criticism rather than put me on the internet for everybody to see this. It's a difference. And you an older nigga, so you should know that. You should know that you could call the little homies and let them know, hey man, this ain't what's transpiring. Rather than trying to put them on a platform where everybody can hear for you to give your message. You could have gave my message in 100 different other ways. I guess I'm talking to myself now, right?
Nah, yo, that kind of makes sense what you saying though.
No, nigga, it do make sense. How you gonna say it kind of do?
Kind of makes sense, but at the
How
same
you gonna
token,
say it kinda-
but
Hey,
look,
hey,
but
man.
Junior,
Hey,
he media though. So he got to talk about things that drop. You feel me?
That's cool. He media. Be
But he know
media
where
the
he
right
come
way.
from, so he got to be held accountable.
Be media the right way. Why the fuck you feel like you need to speak on everything that I say for him?
Not really. I'm just having a conversation.
That's cool. We can have a conversation. Just chill though. You ain't gotta respond to everything I say though. Because that's what you've been doing. Let them speak for itself.
Yeah, no, I never looked at it that way, to be honest with you.
What other way is it to look at it though, Joe?
Like I just said, running the podcast and critiquing music without it being
White
a personal
100
shot
sticks.
at nobody that you're critiquing.
But you gotta understand that nigga, everybody got emotions and everybody got feelings, right? Because everybody man. So if you want to criticize me in public, why you can't criticize me in private?
Nah.
No,
I criticize my friends and the people I love and care about in private and in public. Like, that's a courtesy. Are you saying?
I ain't never heard you criticize your wife in public. That's somebody you care about. You criticize her in public, and that's no disrespect.
I'm not married. Are you talking about my son's mom?
I'm talking about your girlfriend and anybody else. I never heard you criticize them in public other than on TV where you got recognition for that too.
I have a long time ago when I was a little immature. I tend not to move that way at 40.
Exactly. So I'm saying, why are you moving like that with youngsters? Because we older. Why are you moving like that with youngsters?
My stance is I don't.
My stance is that you do. You won't criticize somebody that you can give constructive criticism behind closed doors where it might actually be a positive influence in their life. You rather give it to them in public and it be a negative influence in their life. And then you got to deal with what you got to deal with, and they got to deal with what they got to deal with. Now it's a problem. Now you created an animosity that it didn't need to be created because you could have said the same thing that you said in public behind closed doors, and they would have gave them more meaning. So therefore, if you want to give your audience meaning, if you want to really be beneficial to your audience, if you really want to give your audience direction, then you'll understand that if you give them that in a different platform and then have a different conversation with them on another platform, that you'll get way further than what it is that you getting based upon trying to belittle somebody publicly.
But Jay, I speak to mad of these young niggas off platform personally. Advice, kick it with them. Like, that happens.
I mean, that's the guys that we don't know about them. We talking about the ones that we do. So you might talk to a bunch of niggas the same way I could say I talk to a bunch of niggas, but don't nobody know the niggas I'm talking to. When we have an opportunity to talk to influencers, though, the guys that actually have a chance of coming up, the guys that are in position or have been in position to come up, let's give them constructive criticism rather than belittling them and making them something less than they are. Let's give them the criticism they need behind closed doors, and then when we had these interviews, let's give them the criticism that they need.
I agree with that.
You do shit to be funny. You do shit to get views.
Jay, I'm the last.
Listen to me.
Media person that does.
Man, that's cool,
views.
but you do shit for views, and I don't respect that.
Jay, I can assure you,
you do shit to get views. You speak on certain contexts and you speak on certain situations so people can laugh at certain people, and certain people can feel discredited about whatever it is that they doing based upon what you said. Well, you could have had that same conversation with this youngster behind closed doors and uplifted him, and then came back and got the same notoriety that you wanted from downplaying him that you could have got right here on your show.
Jay, I don't do shit for views, and I don't downplay niggas to get up.
Hey, Joe, I don't want to disrespect you, and I don't want you to disrespect me, because you ain't never disrespect none. You ain't never took it there with none of them young niggas, so I don't expect you to take it there with me. You did, but this is the thing, nigga. You done a lot to discredit people and say what you had to say about certain artists and shit like that.
I think he's just a very honest person. He's just a blunt person.
Nigga, this shit don't matter. We all blatant, blunt, and honest. That's what we are. That's what we stand on. We all that. tell him to tell you that he don't think I'm there. We both there. It's a time and a place for everything. I never take my blatancy and my honesty to try to uplift myself based upon another nigga's transgression. He capitalized off people bullshit. He'll say that he feel like this, and that about a nigga. Well, he ain't got to say that. He could have went and whispered in his young nigga ear because he an older nigga. You know what I'm saying? That has respect in the game. The same thing that he said. Well, nah, he ain't the same thing. He could have whispered something else in this.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm listening to this, even though it's an old audio. People told me pay attention how certain people are not only afraid of mob ties, but they have industry ties. I'm gonna be doing a separate video about the mob tie situation based on how Jay Prince Jr. can speak to people. Can he still, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got power in the streets, folks in the streets and all that is still scared of them, but is the industry culprits such as Joe Budden and all these other industry stars and celebrities, do they now distance themselves away from Jay Prince and his sons and his affiliations with the mob ties, aka Rap-A-Lot Records? I'm gonna see what goes on with the industry because a lot of them been hitting me up, hitting other bloggers up, and hitting people up, and it looked like folks just had enough of the situation with the mafia, but the mafia doesn't protect the folks and the citizens. They actually do what certain members of other communities do to harm melanated folks. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave this to y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I am DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of the I Smoke Hip Hop Movement. Thank you for everybody who came to the 200,000 giveaway. You are appreciated. But without further ado, man, love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. I can't tell you to stay dangerous if you're staying safe already. Salute to the I Smoke Hip Hop Nation. Blessings and prayers to all of y'all. Blessings to all of y'all.